Hey everyone, before we get started today, if you're enjoying this podcast, please like, subscribe, share, or leave a review. It's free support, helps spread the word, and means the world to me. So thank you so much if you've already done so. Welcome to another episode of Code Breakers, the podcast that empowers you to overcome life's challenges and tap into your full potential. I'm Sam, your host. I'm so excited to continue exploring personal development and personal transformation. I think there are a lot of systemic factors working against many people today, and while I'm hopeful for a future in which we peacefully and effectively alter those systems, I think one of the most powerful things we can do today is take control of our inner world, which in turn fundamentally alters our outer world. What I mean by that is when we live in accordance with ethical values and in alignment with our soul's deepest, truest desires, when we take control of our inner world, focus on what we can transform about ourselves, our mindset, our connection to the greater collective, and have an appreciation for the journey, then we empower ourselves to become catalysts for positive change. In the last couple episodes, we have covered navigating change in life and leadership, the roots of resistance to change, how positive psychology and mindfulness, neuroscience, and transformational leadership can all help you make positive, lasting changes in your life, as well as the importance of reflection, alignment, and life visioning. So today we're building on our previous discussions about self-leadership and, as always, using neuroscience and change psychology to help you make lasting changes and begin living in alignment with your authentic self. We're also really going to hone in on navigating what I'm referring to as the messy middle. This is the part in your journey where you've gotten clear on what you want and why, and that why is really important, right? But this is the point where now that you've got that clarity, you're ready to embark on the journey. Get started, start achieving those goals and plans, bring the new in, right? But this is also the part where shit gets real. You get tested, you have people doubt you, you start to doubt yourself, and all of a sudden this change and this path that you were so excited about a few weeks or months ago, you're questioning. You're questioning the vision, yourself, whether you can make it happen or not. And I'm here to tell you, great, reflect on that. Take the time to feel the feels, but allow it to fortify your vision, right? Because if you have clarity in your vision and the fortitude, the conviction to let your why lead you through this part of the process, when you get to the other side of it, you've grown. It's not about will you grow, will you make it, will you become that person, that version of you that you're fighting for. You do. Every little step, every difficult moment, every challenge, every hard day that you survive, every time you walk through that doubt and that fear, that failure, you build resilience, you build faith, whether in yourself or something higher. It strengthens, trust me. And every time you walk through the fire and you allow it to fortify your vision, your discipline, your character, instead of running back to your comfort zone, you've changed, you've grown, and you've evolved. And it's in these moments, day after day after day, when you continue to keep that long-term vision in mind, clarity in who you are, what you stand for, how you operate, and how you show up in the world. And you carry that with you through every dark night, every challenge. One day you look back and you've climbed to the whole fucking mountain just because you said, you know what? I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm committed to doing with my life. I know what my character is. So I'm just going to do it no matter what you have to say. And that comes from clarity and purpose. So this is perfect. I want to talk about purpose for just a moment as well. I think we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to find our purpose. And this has been on my heart all week, so someone needs to hear this. I know it. Here's my philosophy or my theory. Your purpose changes depending on where you are in your life's journey. My purpose at 10, 12, 15, 20 was not the same as my purpose now. And my purpose now won't be the same as my purpose in 5, 10, or 15 years. My point here is that I've come to accept that my purpose may shift as my life continues to evolve. And maybe yours will too. So instead of worrying so much about this big, elusive life purpose, start asking yourself, what is the purpose of this chapter and this phase of my life? Now let's talk about integration and how to prepare yourself to truly embody an evolved version of who you're becoming. Integration is all about aligning your evolving purpose with an intentional mindset and with intentional actions. Now, we've already covered the foundation. You've identified your core values, your top 3 to 5. You've imagined and created a clear vision for your transformation journey. So now you know where you are, where you want to be, and why. You have point A and point B figured out. You've got your mindset right. You're prepared to transform your life. Perfect. Let's get started. Our minds are powerful, so powerful. Have you ever heard the quote, rule your mind or it will rule you? I think I've shared this before, but when I first started my own transformation journey, one of the first things I had to address was my negative inner dialogue. This quote honestly helped me do that. It's what allowed me to break out of the cycle of constantly shit-talking myself, to not necessarily a place of positive self-talk yet, but just not beating myself up all day, every day. I knew that before I could get to a point where I had positive self-talk, I had to overcome the negative voice in my head. And what I came to learn was that this wasn't even my own inner voice. It wasn't the truth about me. This was just the voice I picked up in my childhood because another unhealed, imperfect human being didn't have the knowledge, awareness, wherewithal, or access to the right treatment to get better and to avoid inflicting an immense amount of pain and shame onto someone else. Sorry, stories from the dark farm. It's the messaging I constantly received, right? So as an adult, in order to break free from the pain I was carrying, to allow more and more alignment and abundance in health, wealth, happiness, and the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it, I had to break that cycle, release and overcome the limiting beliefs someone else placed on me because of their perceived limitations of what was possible. Nurturing a positive mindset is essential for any transformation journey. Practices like mindfulness, positive affirmations, and visualization not only shape our thoughts, but they also affect neuroplasticity, which helps us build new habits, overcome old ones, and facilitate lasting change. So yes, our mind and our mindset plays a crucial role in transformation. Neuroscience teaches us that our brains are malleable and capable of forming new neural connections, which means we're capable of change. But we also know that there's an intricate connection between physical well-being and the capacity for mental and emotional growth. A healthy mind and a healthy body contribute significantly to effective personal transformation. So incorporating habits like regular exercise, mindful nutrition, and getting plenty of rest. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, just making these things a part of your day or a part of your life and incorporating small steps towards whatever your goal is what really matters. Physical well-being simply complements and supports our mental and emotional growth. It makes the journey a little bit easier if you incorporate these elements. But beyond the physical and mental, mind, body, and soul. So finding meaning and purpose, whether through meditation, gratitude, connecting with family, friends, nature, identifying what your purpose is for this chapter or this phase, right, of your life, adds an illuminating dimension to your journey. It really becomes this guiding light through difficult situations. So, as you engage in practices like meditation or expressing gratitude, getting out in nature, and nurturing soulful, vibrant, invigorating connections, you infuse your journey with deeper clarity and significance. Embracing your purpose as an evolving meaning to your presence on this earth at this moment, in this location, for this current phase of your life, allows you to approach challenges with resilience and a sense of direction. When you find meaning in this moment, in this chapter, this phase, I've found personally that it's much easier to accept where you currently are and establish a clear plan forward. And this is where life visioning comes in, which is all about visualizing the path from where you are now to where you want to be. I talked about this briefly in episode 13, but beyond visualization, life visioning involves creating a framework or a mental model for how you will approach not only your goals, but also obstacles, and pre-planning how to overcome those obstacles and challenges to achieve success, which honestly, in personal growth, should just be measured in progress. Are you better than you were 3, 6, 9 months ago? When you do this, it becomes much more than standard visualization. The intense, intentional focus on the path from A to B and preparing for the steps you need to take to get there and how to overcome any possible challenges you encounter, that allows you to literally create neural pathways or freeways for information to flow in your brain that are more aligned with your long-term vision. This whole process brings clarity and a roadmap for the steps ahead. And when something does come up, it doesn't derail you. You were prepared. And even if you weren't entirely prepared for this exact situation, all the work you did to prepare for a variety of possible outcomes better equipped you to respond to this one. So your brain, your mindset, your nervous system, they were all just a little bit more prepared than they would have been had you not gone through this evolution in the first place. So like I said earlier, the power of having a growth mindset is right here. Every challenge is just an opportunity to get better, to gain more clarity, and to hone your craft. Embrace it. It's nothing to be afraid of. And actually, when you run head on to your fears and prepare yourself to navigate through them, which this and maybe some therapy will help you do, you begin to quiet them, you erode them, and you overcome them, and you elevate to a new level of peace, which comes with all kinds of other benefits. We've talked about this, right? Maybe I'm not like other coaches. I'm not trying to claim I'll help you solve your problems overnight. I'll be honest, bringing your dream life into reality is hard, especially in today's world. But every journey has its challenges. Every person you admire, or most people, the vast majority of people that you admire, have had to overcome something, some hardship. It doesn't have to look like mine or yours, but it's there. And if you admire them for who they are and what they've achieved, I assure you, they have navigated difficult days, dark times, and what I call the messy middle, where discomfort and uncertainty reside. Lucky for me, and now for you, I've learned that neuroscience proves discomfort is a natural part of rewiring our brain. We naturally cling to comfort and safety. How many millions of years has this been hardwired into our DNA? So consciously choosing to embrace challenges, discomfort, and take on things that stretch you outside of your comfort zone actually helps with neuroplasticity and helps strengthen the neural pathways associated with resilience. I talk a lot about transformational leadership. This philosophy also encourages embracing discomfort in pursuit of personal and professional growth. When you're facing challenges, I know it's hard, but this is the time to dig in. Make a conscious choice that you're going to face whatever challenges come up with resilience and commitment, giving it everything you've got. Understand that everything you've got will look different each day. So you also need to understand and prepare yourself ahead of time with strategies to overcome obstacles, confidently knowing that they are simply stepping stones to your end game and the overall transformation you have in mind. Okay, you've got your values and vision established, the critical foundation. You're ready to approach this transformation holistically, mind, body, and soul. You've got your roadmap and a good attitude, a growth mindset, and you're buckling in for the ride. You're moving along, making progress, and boom, first big issue comes up. It doesn't have to be catastrophic, but it's enough to throw you for a loop. What do? No, seriously, what do? Do you give up or do you dig in? And be honest, it's just us. Now, what you imagined just now will tell you a lot about where your mindset is. If you imagined yourself giving up, you've got work to do. Start digging into the reasons why. Get really raw and honest with yourself. If you're having a hard time with this, ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Or what do I think I'm keeping myself safe from? If you weren't in that boat and you're like, I would have dug in, I would have powered through, great, I love to hear it. But tell me, or tell a friend. You can tell me if you want. But I mean, think about this. What is going to push you to your limit? And how will you respond when you get there? This is a mental conditioning exercise you can do anytime to prepare for the inevitable obstacles that come up on any transformation journey. Remember, this is about building resilience, understanding your personal boundaries, what you can or cannot tolerate, and developing strategies to overcome adversity. Now, this is important because as you're going through life, navigating the messy middle, the ups and downs, unexpected changes, it's all part of life, right? But now you have clarity of values and vision. Now you can navigate these parts with a new level of confidence in who you are and how these moments are helping you become the version of yourself that has the things and the experiences you want in the long run. And all of these things, when life gets messy, these are the elements: your values, your vision, a growth mindset, and clarity in and love for who you are will ensure you operate from a place of alignment. Which means even in the midst of life's challenges, the stress, the chaos, you have such confidence in your vision and your values that you can make rapid, high-quality decisions that will help you stay aligned to your internal North Star, your personal guiding light. And when you make decisions from this place, not only are decisions easier and life tends to flow, but every single step, no matter the outcome, is one step closer to where you're trying to go and where you're supposed to be. And your only job on the journey is to just keep that long-term vision in mind, let the process strengthen your character and fortify your vision for this chapter of your life. And in pursuit of what you believe in your heart of hearts, your purpose is in this moment. So to summarize, when you're going through a transformation, in order to welcome in the new and fully embody and integrate desired changes into your being and your essence, it's essential to cultivate self-awareness, embrace discomfort, and leverage it as a means to or an incentive for growth. And consciously align your actions with your core values and your vision. This integration is a continual process that involves nurturing your mindset, maintaining your physical well-being, and finding meaning in each phase of the journey. By consistently reflecting on your roadmap, your intended journey, and the longer-term vision, the obstacles along the way, and what they're teaching you about yourself, every step, every action builds the neural pathways you want and need to evolve yourself and your life into a desired state. Every intentional and aligned action builds resilience, builds confidence, and becomes a purposeful, conscious stride towards that ideal self or that ideal life or whatever you're working on manifesting. This is also why reflection and self-leadership are or should be integrated into your daily or weekly practice. Your transformation journey is not, and like most change, cannot be done in a silo. It isn't just health or fitness or a singular aspect. It's mind, body, and soul. Acceptance of the old, appreciation for the current, and intentionally building the new. As you embody an evolved version of yourself, your internal North Star, everything you've worked on clarifying up to this point, your values, your vision, your roadmap, your mindset, this will be your compass through the messy middle and beyond. Remember, in each step and decision lies the untapped potential to reshape not just your reality, but the very essence of who you are becoming. As you navigate your own transformation, let your internal North Star guide you through the messy middle and into the unknowns beyond that, while also having faith that this journey and every step within it is just helping you get closer and closer to living undivided. Until next time, remember, you have the power to break your own code and rewrite your story. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next time.